Jesus, in my list on.
On the lights, you know.
Don't on it. Come listen.
Take it the head.
Hey, come on, try to do this thing first. We can. Is the speaker on? Let's go. Zero.
Don't touch anything. Don't meet anything.
Not being the guy.
Hello, good morning. I can hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Can you turn on your camera, please? I think there should be one other person. Okay, he has joined. What's your name? Michael, can you turn on your camera?
The English, some of the soil English people.
Hello, Michael, how are you?
Oh,
Seems you seem to need to mute yourself. Sheon, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello, Sheon, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, how are you? Can you turn on your camera, please? Okay. I think there's a little bit of noise at your end, Sheon. Good morning, guys. My name is Obafemi, and I'll be your teacher for this programming course. But before we move forward, I'd like you to introduce yourselves as well. Can start from Sheon. Can you tell us what country you live in, how old you are, and play two truths and one lie?
What did you say?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Odekulu Ashion.
Okay.
I live in the country I stay in is Nigeria. I'm 16 years old. One truth. I'm the last born.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
then
Okay.
I play basketball.
It's two truths and one lie, not one truth and one lie.
Okay, another truth is I'm studying software engineering in Babcock University.
Oh, okay. So the lie is you're the last born.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I heard a little bit of profile from you. When are you resuming school?
On the 15th January.
Or is it like 100 level? You just gained admission?
Yes, I resumed. I came back from school yesterday. So like.
So how has it been? What have you guys started any software engineering course in particular, or it's just computer science generally?
Basically, computer science. We're learning with VS Code.
VS Code, okay. What programming language?
HTML and CSS. We've not really dived into the practical per se.
Oh, you guys just did. Okay. Is that all? Any other?
Yes, that's all.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, so I actually got news about what you were studying, and because have you ever dabbled into any software projects personally?
Not really. Not personally. It was more of a school type of thing.
Okay, when you're in secondary school.
Secondary school.
Okay, I understand. So what we'll be doing, I don't know if you heard about Scratch before. Have you heard about Scratch
I
before?
did that a little in primary school.
You did it in primary school. Okay, so the thing is, what we'll be doing in the course is we'll be doing Python. I'm sure you must have heard about Python.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll be doing it side by side. This is actually a Scratch course, but I heard you're software engineering undergrad student. So what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the Scratch, and I'll be showing you how to like the Python representation of the Scratch code. That sort of thing.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So I think what Michael too can also gain from that. So Michael, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Okoli Michael. My country is Nigeria. I am 14 years. I like to
Okay.
play basketball and I like I like computer well. And my lie is I'm last born.
Okay, wait. Can you tell me? No, it's a game. I would have to guess which one is a lie. So you tell me 2 truths and 1 lie. So I would have to guess which one is a lie.
Okay.
So can we do
I
that
like
again?
I like basketball.
Okay.
I like computer
Okay.
and I'm last born.
You're the last one.
Mm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So Michael, do you have any background? Have you ever done any programming course before?
No.
Have you heard about Scratch before?
No.
Okay. So you would also gain from this class, because this class is actually supposed to be a Scratch class. But like I said, because of majorly Xeon, but you would also learn from it. I've heard about Python before. Have you heard Python before?
Yes.
You've heard Python. What you know Python is a programming language, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems you guys are really smart. Okay. So yeah, so like I said, I'm Femi. I'll be the one, taking you through this course. So Scratch is basically just a software that is used for beginners to learn programming. You can use it to create games and animations with blocks of code. So it's basically drag and drop. So what I mean by drag and drop, instead of typing out the code, what you have to do is you drag the code and then you drop it. So that's the way it is in Scratch. Okay. So unlike a normal programming language like Python, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks for telling me that. So unlike a programming language like Python that you have to type it out, for Scratch is basically drag and drop. So I'll just show you the difference first from here.
When is zero?
Um,
Like touch it. So let's go.
okay, let me just create a new one. So for Python, like I said, you'd have to type it out. Let's say what you want to do in Python is this: x equals to 10. What we've just done here is what we call variable. Are you writing on my screen? No, okay, it's not you. Okay, so what we just done here is variable assignment. Like you guys do maths. Michael, yeah, what class are you in?
SS1.
SS1. Okay, do you know what a variable is? It's fine if you don't know.
Hmm?
I'm asking you a question. Like, do you know what a variable is?
Variable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me, like, from what you know, what is variable?
What I understand is when you add or times a number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Usually,
that's not what a variable is. Okay, so like I'm sure in mathematics so far you must have heard what is x, find x, something like that. Yeah, so what variable? A variable is just like an unknown number. Okay, like an unknown number or a number that can take any value. Basically, that's what a variable is. So a variable is in programming. What we use a variable for is to contain or to store things. So a variable is just like a box where we just fit things inside. So in programming, maybe we want to store things that we can use later. Like this number I just did here, I just gave to x. I said x equals to 10. What I just did is I stored 10 in the value x, and then later I can use it. Let me show you what I mean by that. So you guys can see this x equals to 10, right? So I can also say y equals to another number. Let's say 5. Okay, and then I can say print x plus y. So what is going to do now is going to print out the addition of x and y. So what is x based on what I have here? Like based on what's on my screen. 10. And then what's y?
5.
5. So the answer should be 15, right? So that's just what we use. This is like the easiest thing, like what we use variable for, but we can use it for like a more complex thing. But it's just know that variables are used to like store values. So in Scratch too, we have things like that. So this is Scratch. So you guys will actually have to create a Scratch account. You have to create a Scratch account. Can we do that now? So what you do is you go to this website. I can paste it in the chat. Go to this website, and what you do is you click on signing up. Let me stop sharing my screen. You guys can share so that I can help if I would have to. So Michael and Sharon, you guys can share your screen, please. Okay, I can see Sharon's screen.
What is doing this thing?
Are you having problems sharing your screen? Michael,
Mm,
are you having problems sharing your screen?
yeah.
What's the problem? Can you tell me? I'll tell you what to do.
So I'm having problem trying to log in.
To
Like,
log in. Do you have a Scratch account?
no.
So you can't log in. You have to sign in.
Okay, sign in.
Or sign up rather. Just share your screen. Let me see what you have on your screen. Sure, it seems it's taking too long to load, right?
Yes, sir.
It's taking too long to load the
Yes.
Scratch. You want to change your
Yes,
browser,
sir.
right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Michael, please, can you share your screen?
Like a dentist now or having this possession of 20 kids. Probably something to do with price. Yeah, not trying to go. We took it at that. We know the impression. We didn't find any questionable or illicit connection. Grand dentistry comes back on its campaign. Price. Nothing in. What about his daughter Jasmine? There was I did a full background check. The blood was digging into the jet. Or was digging it wrong. There's anything good. You miss it? Who's also missing?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Why is nobody sharing their screen?
Sure, yeah.
Should I go on to
So, your Jasmine will roommates. Yeah.
Michael, have you been able to
Yeah.
create an account?
Yeah.
You've created an
No.
account.
No.
What's the problem? Michael, do you know how to share your screen?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so at the bottom of your Zoom, you see this green arrow pointing up. At the bottom, like the bottom part, you see this green arrow pointing up. It says share screen. Have you found it?
I want to create my own. I want to create my account.
That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about Zoom now. I'm saying at the bottom of your Zoom, there is. Can you see the share screen at the bottom of your Zoom? It's like a green arrow pointing upwards. If you can't
Okay,
find it, okay. So click on share screen. When you click on it, at the bottom right of it, you see a blue button that says share. Click on share. At the bottom right, you see where you can click share. Can you see that? Michael, if you cannot see it, just say you cannot see it so that I will know.
I can see.
Have you clicked on the green arrow?
I've clicked on the green arrow, yes.
So when you clicked on it, what happened?
But I'll select a window or an application
Yes. So on that window that popped up, by the bottom right of that window, you see this blue button that says share. Just click on that. The bottom right, like at the bottom by the right, blue button.
Yeah.
Share. So click on share.
I've seen it.
So click on share. Okay, yeah, share.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Have you seen it?
let's now move to your account. You said yes, I can see your screen now. So you click on join Scratch at the top by the right. By the right. That's left. I said by the right. Yeah, so just click on this. So you just create a username and choose a password for it. Sharon, let's wait for Michael. You can't use Michael. Something has to be behind it. You can place the 2009 behind the Michael.
At the end of the day, in a few months, party when they should have. Whatever, that's about it.
So we still don't know what Blair went on that or rated so bad.
They found something trying to do an opposition recently. Let's do the same. Just
Try another. You have to change it. The username has been taken.
pain in the ass is just a fact. None of this goes well.
Guys, that was a bust. Let's go talk to work.
Over to college, definitely can't help but right, Evanston, October 2016, you get DUIs, disorderly conduct, drug possession. Nothing connected to Jasmine for Venice. We should go.
Wasn't perfect. In her social media for all of October, her iCloud, look at that. She's like a different person.
Is that their matches, verbal replay, got moved to the league. Why not Twitter? I recognize her. And prior to possession. 6 October 17, 2016, cocaine. Yeah, I got an EMT. Paramedics responded to a home in Evanston on the morning of October 17th, Fish and well. All right.
You can't have a space in between your name and username.
It's here. It's bigger than ever.
Something's about to happen.
Big best. Want a piece of me? I want a big piece. It's so big.
You're from Nigeria.
I know, right? So get festive this December with the epic gift that keeps on giving. Big festive, a gift from us to you. Tonight, 6 on Studio Universal. Anyway, you are with distance straight.
Welcome to DSTV Land. The most awesomest place to spend your holidays. Especially now, with Nickelodeon and Netflix each evening, there is Netflix store with something for everyone. So don't miss out and make the holiday finals begin. It's pretty great, right? So DSTV.
Welcome back to the ultimate main event race to see with each round. I can see some great names on that list. Start our contestants. But wait, I thought you guys were professionals. There's no time for hanging around. Go, go, go! Put your foot down. It's a race. Come on, guys. If you want to see who's top, tune into Super Spy Weekend. 15. Hey, Tom!
Okay, so I think we are ready to go. So let me use Michael's screen. Michael, can you expand your window?
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I want to control your screen. So just go to, so if you want to create like a new project in Scratch, you click on create.
The season so far with Universal Plus.
So when you click on create to do that. Please, can you remove this from your screen? Can you remove this from your screen?
Everybody's getting it. Christmas.
So, and then when you want to check through your projects, you don't have anything now because you just created a new account. You can check through this folder here. Right, so you can check through this folder. Okay, so that's it for now. So let's click on create. So we have to wait for it to load. Okay. It's taking a while. It takes a while sometimes. It might not even be just your internet. It's just it. Okay. I think we made projects. Okay, so what we have to do now is be showing you the different parts of Scratch. So right here is where we pick up code from. You know the way I mentioned it before, with Python, we have to type it out. For this one, we already have written code that we can just drag from here and drop them here. We can drag them and then drop them here. So this code, they are separated in a code palette. We have different colors. We have blue, purple, depending on what you're trying to get. So this one is for motion, looks, the names are there as well. Yeah. So here in the character in sprites is called in Scratch, it's called a sprite. The character in Scratch is called a sprite. This is called a sprite. We can add new sprites by clicking on this cat icon here. Maybe I should just take control of the screen. Hold on, I'm coming. So we can take control of we can add new sprites to the game or whatever you're creating by clicking on this purple icon. So I requested to control your screen, Michael. Just click on approve. So we can click on this and we have a couple of sprites to select from. So we select any of these ones we want. So I'm just going to select this one. Right, so I'm going to select that one and just wait for it to load. Okay, so now this is a new sprite. We can also delete the sprite by clicking on the trash icon. Can you see the trash icon at the top right of the sprite? So by clicking on this icon, we delete the sprite. Okay, so I don't want to delete this particular one, but I want to delete the other one, the cat. So if I want to delete that cat sprite, I click on the sprite itself. That's on the cat, and then that purple thing goes to the sprite, and then now I can delete it. So there's also what we call backdrops in Scratch. Backdrops are like backgrounds or wallpaper. Just the same way we have wallpapers for our phones. So if we want to have like a wallpaper to create like a scene, so if you want to create like a game or animation that maybe you're like in a very cold region, or you're a very cold place, or like you're in a farm, you can see different backdrops to select from. So this is Arctic. This is a very cold region. So if I select this, it's going to go to like a very cold place. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Any questions so far?
Try to make a deal.
Do you have any questions so far? Okay, do we know how to add a new sprite?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do we know how to delete a sprite?
Yeah. Yes.
Sean, you're the I can barely hear you. I think you added the new audio device, so or did you? I think you did.
I did.
Yes, so I can hear you now. Yeah, so I don't want the class to be boring. So yeah, I was asking if you guys know how to do it, like how to add the new sprites, add the new backdrop. Can you do all that now?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so there's also what we call costumes in Scratch. So back here, after code, we have costumes. So for some sprites, most sprites actually have different costumes. So if you click on it, just watch this stage. Okay, this is called the stage where we have the backdrop and the sprite. It's called the stage. As I'm clicking on these different costumes, can you see the way the ballerina is moving?
Yeah.
What do you guys notice from the movement?
It's dancing.
Yes, like she's dancing. So if we want to create like an effect that this ballerina is dancing, all we need to do is find a way to change our costumes, and we can do that by going to looks. If you go to looks, you see switch costume or next costume. Let's use next costume. So we'll drag it, like I said, it's drag and drop on like Python that we saw earlier that we had to type. So we do next costume, and yeah, the very important part in Scratch, there's what we call events. Events in Scratch is what we use to start stuff. Like if you want to start a game, you need something to like just push it to start. So all right, we need to change it to next costume, but we need something to start it, basically. So when we go to events, there are different events here, but the most common is when green flag clicks. And the green flag that they are speaking about here is the green flag at the top of the stage, on top of the stage. This is the green flag. So when you click on this green flag, it changes the costume. So let's do that now. So when I click on this green flag, you notice it's like she's dancing. I'm clicking on it, like that's why it's changing. If I stop clicking on it to stop. So in control over here, that's control under events, there's what we call repeat. So I can do repeat to repeat this particular step multiple times. Okay, so if I put it here, like under, don't get confused. You know the way the thing looks like? It looks like a jigsaw puzzle. So if you're looking, even barely looking at it, you already know this goes in here, right?
Yes.
And not the other way around. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. So, and this can fit like this, and this can also fit like this, but then it will not repeat 10 times if you don't put it inside of it. Okay, it's not going to repeat 10 times. But if you put it inside, it's going to repeat 10 times. So when I click the green flag now, let's see what happens.
I made it for you, so you.
But that was very fast. Did you guys see what happened?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but then it was very fast. So there's also what we call the wait 1 second. So you can see that in control as well. So it's going to slow it down. So what is actually happening? What is actually going to happen is it's going to wait 1 second, change costume, wait 1 second, change costume, wait 1 second. So it's going to do that 10 times. So if I click on it, you see it's going to be slower now, and then you can notice it. Can you see all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you guys will actually be doing this as an assignment. So it's quite easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so then there's a way you can save your project. So at the top of this place, you can see untitled. So if you want to save your project, all you need to clear is the untitled and give it any name you like. So it doesn't have to be unique in any format, just any name you like. So I'm going to give it first class. I'm going to delete everything else when we're done, because this is like, and then you can click on save now. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've not taught you, like basic stuff in Scratch. I think that's all right. Okay, so there's also what we call, okay, yeah. Let me not forget. So I already told you this is called the stage. The background is the backdrop. It's called a backdrop. The character is called a sprite. Character is called a sprite. So let's go to the bottom here. Let's go to the bottom. So at the bottom, we have the sprite name, which is ballerina. Next, we have what we call X and Y. So these are called the coordinates. So the coordinates is used to know the position or control the position of a sprite on the stage. That's what we use it for. And if you notice the coordinates, we have X and we have Y. They're actually two things. They're made up of X and Y axis. Have you guys done this in maths?
Yes.
You guys have worked with graphs before, right?
Yes.
So we have, I'm sure you must have X axis, and the Y axis is the horizontal line, and where they meet is called the origin. So if you add a new sprite, you notice it comes to this middle. Let's add a new sprite. I'm sure you guys remember how to add a new sprite. So Michael, please, can you add a new sprite?
Okay.
Let me see you how you add the new sprites. Just add any sprites. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay. Oh, she didn't start from the origin. But then if I click it, I can change it. The origin is always 0, 0. This is 0. Then I can change this to 0. Yeah, so she's at the middle, right? You know, I used my hand, so I can't quite get it, but you get the point. So the middle is like the origin, 0, 0. It's 0, 0. And then this is y-axis. Don't worry. Let's you can stop sharing your screen. Oh, yeah, you can stop sharing your screen. But before you stop sharing your screen, can you please delete the two sprites? Delete the two sprites. Thank you. Okay, so you can stop sharing. I'll help you stop. So let's move to my own screen. Let me show you. Tell me when you see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move. We're talking about coordinates, right? So we even do a little exercise. So like I said, coordinates are two numbers that locate a specific point on a grid. The grid is known as coordinate plane. So like that is imaginary or not seen in Scratch, on that stage in Scratch, right? So but then there's X and there's Y, right? So the Y you can see moves on the vertical axis and the X on the horizontal axis. Okay, so there is L blue home coordinates. So if you want to know the coordinates of this house, can you guys see the house?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So if you want to get the coordinates, all you need to do is to trace from the axis. Just trace a straight line. What straight line did the axis coincide with the house? So if you notice, it coincide with this 6. I'm drawing the straight line. And then coincide with this 4, right? Michael, do you agree?
Yes.
So it coincides with both this and that. And we can see that on the x-axis, the house is on 4, right?
Yes.
And on the y-axis is on what?
6.
6. Yes, it's on 6. So we have those two. And our coordinate is now 4,6. It's as easy as that. Right? So we'll do an exercise now. I'll test your knowledge on that. So let me start from Sheon. So Sheon, can you see number 1, the number 1 house here?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the coordinates of the number 1 house?
On the x-axis, -5. No, on the y-axis is -5. On the x-axis is 6.
Okay, very good. Very good. So yeah, so that's it. How about Michael on number 2? Can you tell me the coordinates for number 2?
Number 2, the x-axis
sorry.
is
Number 2, the x-axis is what?
the x-axis is -2.
Yes,
Y on the y-axis is 6.
very good. How about number 3, Sheon?
On the x-axis is 5. On the y-axis is 2.
Very good. Michael, number 4.
Number 4, the x-axis is -6. The y-axis is -5.
Perfect, guys. Perfect. So there is also what we call angles. I'm sure you guys know what angles are. But angles are formed when two lines meet. And we have different type of angles. We also use angles in Scratch. Let me show you something. So like, this is my own title. So like we have this in Scratch. If you go to motion, you can see angles. Let me detach this and add this. Turn 15 degrees. You can turn 360 degrees. 360 is like a complete circle, right? So 360 degrees is like this back here. 15 degrees is small. It's very small. So we can use this to rotate our sprite. So if I want to rotate this, when I click on the green flag, when I click on the green flag, it's supposed to turn 360 degrees. What's wrong with this thing? I don't know why it's not turning. But yeah, it's actually supposed to turn. Let me look at why it's not turning. So yeah, let me even talk about this now. So when you're making your code, like when you're coding and then there's an error or it's not giving you what you want to get, it's called, that means you have a bug in your code. Like, so yeah, I want you guys to take note of that. A bug is like an error in your code that's not giving you what you want, right? So let me see if this is going to fix it. I shouldn't have to put it. Still not working. Oh, I know why. So the thing is, this 360 degrees is happening very fast. So I can't see it. So if I make it like something like 15, so you see it. So that's actually what the problem is. So like this 360 is like round. So you're not going to see anything because if you go 360, it's just going to stop where it started. Right. So if I do like, let's say 320, it's going to do it. I don't know if you guys quite get me, Sha. But then a full blown circle, like going around from this point and then turning around back to where you started, is called 360. Right? But then all these things, you learn it as we move on. I already mentioned events, they start stuff in Scratch. So let me check my lesson notes to see if there's anything I miss. If not, I'll just go back to the Python. Okay, so I already explained this in Python, what a variable is. And I said, when you want to type stuff in Python, all you have to do is, you type it out, unlike this one that we have to drag and drop, drag and drop stuff here. Yeah. So like in Python, you have to type things out yourself. Okay. There is also, I don't want to overbomb you guys with information today. I think what we should do is, first of all, let's just go to the algorithms part. So there's what we call algorithms in programming, right? So algorithms are just the step-by-step on how you want to solve a problem in programming. So basically what software engineers do, or Michael, I know you said you want to be a programmer or a software developer, I guess. And Sharon is already on that process. So what they do is basically try to solve problems. Like they try to solve problems using programming. So there's a way you should be able to convert each problem into an algorithm. So for instance, an easy task, like let's say walking to school or making a sandwich, right? So can anybody tell me how to make a sandwich? Can anybody tell me how to make a sandwich?
So this is Eric. We spoke earlier.
Are you saying something? I can't hear you if you are. Okay. So nobody knows how to make a sandwich.
You get the bread,
Yes.
you don't get tomato,
Yes.
cabbage, and
Yes.
that,
Oh, yeah, that's good. But then, yeah, so there's actually a step you need to follow. So like in programming, there's a step you need to follow. So for instance, if you want to make an algorithm for making this thing, I can use print. So I can say get 2 slices of bread. Next step, I can say So what do you put first? Is it the cabbage or the tomato?
Cabbage.
Okay. Okay, see, he's even giving us suggestions. It says you put the slices of bread on plates. Let me go with the suggestion. But like, ignore it. Put the cabbage on each slice, right? So next one is to place the tomatoes in between.
I'm asking your client.
But then it's not going to be dry and
There's nothing for it.
okay, but then yeah, you can. Okay, it says put the slices of bread together. So you can put the slices of bread together. It's even giving us like suggestions. So I'm not using VS Code, but this is also a code editor. Do you guys know what a code editor is? Let me not confuse you guys. And I don't want us to do too much today as well. So, but then right here, you can just, these are the steps. This is like an algorithm. Okay. So it's just the steps to solving problems in programming. Right? So do you have any questions today? Guys, Shion, I can't hear you. Michael, do you have a question? Michael, do I have a problem with my internet? Michael, Michael, can you hear me? Shion, can you hear me?
That's all.
Okay, I think, oh, I thought it was my own internet. So do you have a question for today? Either on
No.
Python. So all what I did here on this code editor, you can do it on your VS Code. But then, yeah, but then I advise you use this. It's very easy to, yeah, I know you're a software engineering grad, but then all these online code editors are always very easy.
Okay.
Like you don't need to set up any environment or do anything. All you need to do is just code, like just type the code. So yeah, just focus on code. So you can check it out. It's called Replit. Have you heard of Replit before? Sean, have you heard of Replit before?
No.
No. So like this is Replit. You just need to create an account and it will ask you when you want to create like a new project, you just need to select Python. To ask for templates, you select Python and then maybe give it a name and then that's not difficult at all. But then
Okay.
the homework I gave you, you still remember, right?
No.
Okay, so the homework is actually to create this. Let me just do it all over again. So the homework is to do this. Select the virtual person.
Remember, we did have sex. And I wanted to.
And make it dance. So you need
Oh,
an event. Were you listening when we were doing this?
yes, I was. I was practicing as we were doing it.
Okay. Oh, you've done it.
I was practicing while you were doing it.
Oh, so you have this already.
No, no, no. I'm just like following up all over again.
Oh, okay. So you can just do, you can do this. You can click on this and then do this. Okay.
Okay.
So, I think I mistakenly placed this in the backdrops. It should be in that. So, I don't know if it's going to join back, but then if you don't have any questions, that'll actually be the end of today's class.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay, sir.